Good afternoon everybody, and after a little bit of a hiatus over Easter, we're back filming again. And today I want to cover off a little time-saving exercise that we do when we're looking for properties before we even leave the chair to go out and inspect these things. So if you're in front of Domain and realestate.com, there's three things that I look at that you might not be aware of just from looking at either the floor plans or the photos, and that you might not think about, but are really helpful if you're trying to identify a great property. Now, the first one I find is that I want to identify properties that are in nice areas that have lots of homes and it's a pleasant place to live. What I do want to avoid are areas near industrial sites and also retail, if they're too close to retail. So how do you do this? Well, if you go into the map section on either Domain or realestate.com, you'll find that if you look at an overhead satellite view, a lot of industrial areas are identified by their large flat tin roofs. They actually look white on the map. That can be really helpful if the property is too close to a large section of these sort of tin roofs. Generally, you'll find that it's near an industrial area, and you can even do a street view to double check that. Now, the other thing I look at as well is whether they're on main roads like the one I'm on right now. Now, generally I have a rule: I don't buy on yellow roads, and that might sound strange, but if you go onto the map section for Google Maps or something, generally the largest and busiest thoroughfares are in yellow, and if the property is on that yellow road, generally I'm not buying on it because it's too loud for most tenants to want to live there. And the third thing I look at is light in an apartment. Everybody loves light. They really gravitate towards it, and an apartment that's too dark will usually be unpopular. Now, how do I tell this? I look at whether the lights are on in the apartment when the photo's taken. Now, if the lights in the ceiling are on, it means the photographer didn't have enough light in there to take a really great shot. And that's a good way to indicate, before you even leave your chair, whether that's a property that you're really not sure about, if it's getting enough light in the property or not. So they're my three little time-saving exercises for you today. Before you even leave your chair and you're on Domain or realestate.com, make sure you check out those little tips so you don't get stuck with a property that you don't really want. It's Josh Masters signing off today for Empire Property.